There is a message, whispered from the edges of the unseen, carried by tides that move beneath your consciousness. A message that must reach you before the next breath of the moon. The new moon in Pisces is not just a phase of darkness in the sky. It is a spiritual portal, opening wide in the silence, where the boundaries between your soul and the cosmos dissolve into water and light. Can you feel it? That strange stirring inside you, the sense that something is coming, but you cannot name it? That's not your imagination. It's the call of the Piscean Sea, a cosmic force pulling at the edges of your spirit, urging you to release what no longer fits the shape of your destiny. This new moon is urgent. It does not whisper politely. It arrives like a flood at midnight, dissolving illusions you've clung to for years. The veil between worlds thins, and if you listen closely, you will hear your soul's ancient voice rising from the deep. This is why you are here. This message has found you because you are ready to hear it. Let's step into this energy together, not as passive listeners, but as souls standing at the threshold of profound transformation. What you learn tonight could change how you walk through the rest of this year, and perhaps the rest of your life. Breathe deeply. Open your heart. The stars are ready to speak. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel the air around you. It's different, isn't it? Softer, thicker, almost liquid. That's because the new moon in Pisces is not like any ordinary new moon. It moves through you like mist, like memory, like something you once knew, but forgot the moment you were born. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, the final breath before a new cycle begins. That alone makes this moon a completion point, a closing of karmic loops you've been walking for years, maybe even lifetimes. But this isn't just about endings. It's about dissolving. This moon does not want you to tidy up your life into neat little boxes. It wants to wash everything away. The identities you clung to, the stories you told yourself to survive, the masks you wore because you thought they kept you safe. Under this sky, truth rises like vapor from your bones, and the first revelation comes here. The illusions you built your life around are cracking open. Pisces rules dreams, fantasy, and the veils between reality and imagination. During this new moon, you'll see where you've lied to yourself, where you shaped your reality to fit an illusion rather than the truth of your spirit. The relationships you idealized, the versions of success you chased, even the identity you built to please the world, all of it is up for review. And if you resist this unveiling, the energy will come like a flood, sweeping away what cannot survive the truth. But this is not punishment. This is liberation. You are being called back to the ocean of your soul. Pisces does not speak in logic. It speaks in feelings, visions, and dreams. Expect your intuition to skyrocket, but also expect confusion. You may not know what's real and what's imagined, and that is by design. This moon teaches you to trust the current beneath the current. Not what your mind analyzes, but what your spirit knows in silence. This is why you may feel extra tired, emotional, or creatively restless leading up to March 10th. Your soul is trying to remember its original shape, and it needs you to be still enough to hear it. Shadow emotions will surface, not to harm you, but to heal you. Pisces holds the entire zodiac within it, meaning it holds all emotions, all stories, all wounds. This new moon will pull up what you've hidden, the grief you buried, the longing you denied, the regrets you said you made peace with, but never truly did. They rise now not to drown you, but to be released through you. Your dreams are prophetic right now. Pay attention. New moons open psychic doorways, but Pisces takes this further. Dreams during this phase are not just processing thoughts. They are spiritual downloads, symbols sent by your guides, ancestors, and higher self. Keep a journal by your bed. Write down even the fragments that make no sense. In time, the symbols will weave into a message, and that message could shift the entire trajectory of your year. You cannot plan your way through this, only surrender. This is perhaps the hardest truth for many of you right now. You want answers, you want certainty, you want a map. Pisces offers none of these. It offers a blank sky, a silent sea, and the demand that you trust your own inner compass, even if you can't see the shore. This is spiritual free fall, and in that fall, you will remember that your soul has always known how to fly. Relationships are either dissolving or deepening. There is no in-between. This is not the time for shallow connections. Pisces rules soul bonds, the people who mirror your spirit back to you. If a relationship cannot hold the weight of your truth, expect it to fade like mist at dawn. But if a connection is meant to stay, it will become deeper than you ever imagined, built not on illusion, but on raw soul truth. Some of you will feel inexplicably drawn to someone new during this time, a meeting that feels fated, as if your souls agreed to find each other beneath this moon. The universe is asking you to forgive, yourself first, and then others. Pisces holds the energy of divine compassion, but this begins within. What parts of yourself have you punished? What choices have you held against your own heart? This moon asks you to release the weight of your own judgment, to let the tides wash clean what you thought could never be forgiven. And as you do this within, you'll find it easier to release others from your expectations and grievances. This doesn't mean excusing harm. It means freeing yourself from the prison of resentment. Your soul's original vision is returning. Will you listen? Before life made you small, before the world told you who to be, your soul held a dream as vast as the ocean itself. That dream is surfacing now, not the version shaped by fear, but the one born from spiritual memory. It will come through visions, creative urges, sudden inspirations that feel too big for your current life. That is exactly the point. This new moon is a cosmic reset, preparing you for the total rebirth of Aries season to come. But first, you must empty your hands of what no longer serves. Sit with this, breathe with this, let it move through you. The universe is not trying to break you, it is breaking you open. This is the final darkness before the dawn, and if you surrender to it, you will rise from this new moon as something ancient, something eternal, something your soul remembers but your mind forgot. This is your invitation. Do you choose to cling to the shore of who you used to be? Or will you step into the vast, unknown sea of who you are becoming? The moon has spoken. The rest is up to you. Take a breath. Not the kind you take to fill your lungs, but the kind you take to fill your spirit. Because something ancient is waking up inside you. It's the part of you that remembers why you came here. Not just to exist, not just to survive, but to become. This new moon in Pisces is not a gentle invitation. It's a cosmic summons, a spiritual tide pulling you away from the shore of your comfort zone and into the open sea of your destiny. There are no guarantees here. Only the promise that if you trust the water, if you release the weight of your past, if you allow the illusions to dissolve, you will rise not as who you were, but as who your soul always knew you could be. You are not lost. You are being cleansed. You are not broken. You are being opened. You are not ending. You are beginning again. So when the sky darkens on March 10th, when the moon disappears into silence, Don't fill that silence with noise. Sit in it. Breathe with it. Ask it what you're ready to release and what you're ready to become. Because this isn't just another new moon. It's a portal. And what you choose to feel, release, and claim beneath this sky will shape the story you live for the rest of this year, and perhaps for the rest of your life. The universe is waiting for your answer. What will you choose? If this message found you at the right time, if it stirred something deep in your soul, share this light with someone who might need it too. We are all walking this path together, and I'll see you beneath the next sky.